Aloha, Vicky here.
Aloha, John here.
So, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to talk about what happens if your ID or your passport gets lost or stolen here in Hawaii, which does happen. So, while Hawaii is a beautiful tourist destination, occasionally crime is afoot. This is terrible when it happens to you or if you happen to lose your things. These things do happen. Recently, a friend of mine called me in a panic because her friend who was visiting got her bag stolen in Waikiki at the beach. She just didn't know what to do, and so I luckily did, and well, my husband did, and I like to ask him things, and he knows everything, but so I asked him these steps, but then we got to talking about it, and we've been asked these steps from people before, and so we thought it would be a great opportunity to make a video about that so that people know what to do if they get things lost or stolen. So if that happens to you, first of all, I'm so sorry, and second of all, let's go through these steps so that you can figure out what to do next.
Step 1. Don't panic and get to a safe place. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna remain calm, don't panic, and get to a place where you feel safe, like a hotel management office, security office, whether it is
Lifeguard.
a police station. There's one substation in Waikiki, for example, or even inside a retail store or a restaurant. That is considered somewhere safe.
The second thing, step 2, is going to be to call your bank. And normally you'd think to call 911 first, but as long as you're in a safe place, calling your bank is actually going to be better for you in the long run, because if you can cancel your credit cards and your debit cards before someone else uses them, that's going to save you a lot of headache and a lot of hassle later. People often, when they find lost or stolen credit cards, they tend to sort of go on a crime spree, and they go to as many places as they can. They will use a lot of money if they have access to it. So the faster you can shut that down, the better it will be for you in the long run.
Some debit cards don't have any protection. So if they go on a shopping spree at buying luxury goods or something like that, you might be in a hole. Most people do have a credit card that has protection. Going through all that hassle might not be worth it. Step 3. Quickly inventory your items. Quickly look through what's missing. Your ID card, passport, medication. If your bag's missing, your phone's missing, what generally you're missing. That way you can kind of collect your thoughts and get ready for your next step.
Our next step is actually to finally call 911. So at this point, you would call 911 and generate a police report. Now, doing so they will ask you what things are lost or stolen, and as long as you've done the previous step of inventorying what's missing, you're going to be able to let them know in a very calm, collected manner the things that need to be included on the police report. Make sure that you get the number for the police report as well.
Step 5, get the VASH form. VASH, also known as Visitors Aloha Society of Hawaii, is a group that actually helps visitors who are visiting the islands with things that are lost or stolen. For example, if you don't have your ID card and you don't have your passport, how do you get back on the plane? Well, VASH actually helps you with that. They will provide you with the resources that you need.
So how do the people get the VASH form?
Generally, police officers would have that VASH form with them. I would highly recommend that you ask for a VASH form assistance. And if not, you can actually Google on your phone VASH, or Visitors Aloha Society of Hawaii, and they have instructions on their website.
Also, to add that if you aren't from the US, you can contact your local consulate. Hawaii does have some consulates depending on what country you're from. Step 6, try not to let this ruin your vacation. I know it's something terrible and it definitely is an ordeal, but Hawaii is for the most part a wonderful place. There are some bad mangoes in every batch. Try not to let this ruin your vacation. There's more aloha here than anything else, and people really do care to help you. I hope that this video helps you to figure out what to do if you lose your ID or it is stolen from you in Hawaii. That's all I got. Anything else to add?
Yeah, I got something to add. Over at social media such as Facebook, there are groups such as Stolen Stuff Hawaii that are great resources that actually you can post, usually with a police report of things that you got lost or stolen, and if someone does see it, they can actually help you and connect you to get your things back. I've seen that countless times where different visitors to these islands had their items lost or stolen and got them back through that social media group.
So, for instance, somebody might find a bag that maybe there's cash missing, but sometimes the IDs and such will still be there, and they post it on that group. That's one of the groups for that. Hopefully that helps.